All right, so welcome to another deep dive, everybody.
Excited to be here.
Today we're going to be exploring a topic that I think a lot of our listeners are interested in, and that is wellness, nature, and immersive experiences.
Yeah, super interesting stuff.
We've got this really fascinating newsletter here that dives into some of the trends that are shaping these industries.
Absolutely.
And, get ready to be surprised because some of this stuff is really taking off in a big way.
Yeah.
I mean, for starters, the global wellness industry is now a $6.3 trillion market.
That's right. Yeah, it's a 25% jump from just a few years ago.
Wow.
Which is pretty remarkable, I think.
That's massive.
Yeah.
What's fueling that kind of growth?
Well, you've got aging populations, right?
Yeah.
People are living longer and they want to, live well.
Right.
And of course, there's a much greater focus on mental health these days.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about living longer, it's about living better. And that means people are, prioritizing things like self-care, healthy eating, physical activity. All of these things contribute to this larger trend.
So it's not just your typical gym membership or, weekend yoga retreat anymore.
Right.
This newsletter actually highlights something called immersive wellness.
Yeah.
What is that?
So immersive wellness is basically where companies are going beyond the traditional wellness practices, and they're using technology and design to create these really unique and engaging experiences.
So give me an example of that.
Sure. Take Moment Factory, for instance.
Okay.
They're known for their incredible immersive art installations, but now they're applying that expertise to create water-based wellness experiences.
Wow.
So picture dynamic, lazy rivers with lights and sound and projections.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
amazing.
feel like you're actually in the art while you're...
Exactly in this experience.
Yeah, engaging all the senses.
So cool.
Creating a much more holistic experience. And speaking of blurring those lines, Meow Wolf, the co-founder, Corvus Brinker-Hoff,
Yes.
he's building a trippy spa of the future.
That's right. That's what he's calling it, at least.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Meow Wolf is known for these mind-bending immersive art experiences.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what a spa designed by those folks would be like.
I know. It's pretty hard to fathom, but it's set to open in 2026 in Austin. So
Wow.
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
What it's all about.
And then there's Therm Group. This is a German spa company.
Mm-hmm.
They're planning these massive resort-like locations in D.C., L.A., and New York.
Yeah, they're going big.
They are going big.
Yeah.
I've heard some critics say that, these mega spas feel a little impersonal.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a fair point.
Can they really foster that sense of well-being when they're on such a large scale?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think Therm Group is betting that they can, create that sense of community even
Mhm.
within these larger destinations.
Right.
Because their facilities offer such a wide range of wellness activities and amenities. So,
Interesting.
it's the different model than maybe a smaller, more intimate wellness studio.
Like Othership in New York, for example.
Exactly.
With their focus on saunas and social wellness.
Right. They're tapping into this growing body of research that shows that, strong social connections are just as crucial for our health as, diet and exercise.
Yeah.
So they've created this space where people can connect and de-stress together.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about nature.
Okay.
Because this newsletter also emphasizes nature's connection to well-being.
Absolutely.
It's something we all kind of instinctively know, right?
We do.
Spending time outdoors just makes us feel good.
Yeah.
But now we've got the science to back it up.
We do. All the studies
Yeah.
showing that time in nature reduces stress, improves mood, even boosts creativity.
It's like our brains and bodies are wired to respond positively to being in nature.
It seems that way, yeah.
So it's no surprise that we're also seeing this trend toward immersive nature experiences.
Right.
I imagine these are trying to kind of recreate that feeling of being in nature.
Yeah.
Even when you're stuck in the city.
Some of them are more successful than others, though.
Okay.
Like, for example, Singapore just opened this new place, Rainforest Wild Asia, where visitors can explore all these different forest trails.
Wow.
For a truly immersive experience.
So they're really leaning into that whole, living the experience.
Exactly.
Which we're also seeing a lot with zoos and aquariums these days.
We are. Yeah, it's a popular trend.
Yeah. But on the other hand, Some of those immersive art installations that try to replicate nature, they haven't been as popular.
Not as much.
It's interesting, right?
It is.
Because it makes you wonder, are people craving authentic nature experiences, or are they more into the kind of highly stylized artistic interpretations?
Exactly. And that's a good segue into Team Lab, this art collective that's really known.
I was going to say, I've heard so much about Team Lab.
Yeah, they're doing some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Blurring the lines between art, nature, and technology in really compelling ways.
Yeah, their installations are supposed to be incredible.
They are. Their new project, actually, Team Lab Planets Tokyo.
Okay.
It's a perfect example of their multifaceted approach.
What do you mean?
Well, so they've got this project, and they've got distinct areas within it that focus on wellness, nature, and education.
Interesting.
So within the wellness realm, you've got Athletics Forest.
Okay.
Where trampolines and climbing structures are enhanced by interactive, immersive art projections.
So you're working out, but you're also immersed in art.
Exactly. Yeah, you're in this other world.
I love it.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Well, they've also got catching and collecting forest.
Okay.
Where you can use augmented reality to catch and learn about virtual creatures.
Oh, wow.
Projected onto the walls.
That's so cool.
It's really fun and engaging, especially for kids and families.
I can imagine.
And then they've got Future Park.
Okay.
Which is this educational space with collaborative art installations that actually change based on how visitors interact with them.
So it's like encouraging creativity and collaboration.
Exactly.
Through play.
Exactly, yeah.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does. It really does.
That's amazing.
What I find so impressive about Team Lab is their ability to seamlessly blend art, technology, and nature in a way that's just both visually stunning, but also really thought-provoking.
Yeah, it's making you think about things differently.
It does, yeah. So we've got immersive wellness. We've got immersive nature.
Yep.
What other trends are you seeing in this world of experience? Well, let's talk about rewards programs.
Okay.
They're undergoing a pretty major shift right now, moving away from just points and discounts.
Okay.
And focusing more on unique and memorable experiences.
It's like companies are finally realizing that experiences are more valuable to us than just accumulating stuff.
I think so. I think people are really starting to gravitate towards experiences that create lasting memories.
Sure.
And that foster a sense of community.
Yeah.
And ultimately that forge a deeper emotional connection with brands.
Well, and I'm seeing that everywhere.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, like Rip Curl, the surf brand.
Oh, yeah?
They reward surfers with points for every wave they catch.
That's so cool.
So it's directly tied to the experience.
It is. That's brilliant. Yeah, a lot of companies are also offering things like, VIP dinners, concerts, and exclusive events as rewards. It's all about creating that sense of exclusivity.
Makes you feel special.
Right, and that you're valued as a customer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of creating experiences, Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
They are not just about rentals anymore.
Not at all.
They've got this icon platform where you can stay in incredible places.
Right.
I mean, you can literally book the Barbie mansion.
I know. Isn't that wild?
That's amazing. What a brilliant move.
Yeah. Tapping into that nostalgia.
Right.
That desire for something really unique and memorable.
And they're partnering with Art Basel.
They are. Yeah.
To offer behind-the-scenes access, VIP dinners, art workshops.
It's a great partnership.
I know.
Really aligns with their goals of becoming that go-to platform for any kind of experience.
I love it.
Yeah.
And they've got even bigger ambitions.
They do.
They're talking about expanding into new markets aggressively and potentially launching $2 to $3 billion businesses every year, similar to Amazon.
Yeah, it's a bold vision.
It is.
But I wouldn't put it past them.
No, they're doing some pretty amazing things.
They are.
Well, they're not the only ones betting big on experiences.
Right.
The casino industry is also investing heavily in immersive entertainment to attract visitors.
Totally.
Genting Singapore, for example, they're starting a $5 billion waterfront expansion.
Wow.
With 2 luxury hotels and
it was a big investment.
a whole world of entertainment and dining experiences.
It shows that they're recognizing that they need to offer more than just gambling these days.
Right.
They're creating these destinations that appeal to a much wider audience.
Like they're becoming mini cities dedicated to fun and excitement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Wynn Resorts is making a similar investment.
Okay.
in Ras Al Khaimah, building a new themed entertainment hub that will also have the region's first commercial gaming license.
Wow, so they're really going all in.
They are, yeah.
That's amazing.
But not all casinos are thriving, though, in this new environment.
Yeah, what do you think that says about the challenges facing the casino industry?
Well, Marina Bay Sands, for instance, has seen its revenue decline recently, and I think it just highlights that there's a constant need for innovation in this industry.
Right.
Consumer expectations are high, and they're evolving very quickly.
Yeah.
And so casinos need to adapt and stay ahead of the curve.
It's not enough to just offer gambling anymore.
Right. They need to create these truly immersive experiences.
They need to capture the imagination.
Yeah, create a buzz.
Yeah.
And give people a reason to visit.
Absolutely.
Beyond the casino floor.
Okay, well, to wrap up this whirlwind tour of immersive trends, let's touch on something that I thought was really fascinating.
Okay.
The first artwork created by a humanoid robot just sold for $1 million at auction.
Isn't that wild?
A robot artist?
I know, the future is here.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think that means for the future of art and creativity?
Well, I think it raises some fascinating questions about the role of technology in creative expression.
Yeah.
Will we see more robot-created art?
Right.
Will it be valued as highly as human art?
Right.
It's something to watch for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as AI and robotics continue to evolve.
It feels like we are living in an age of disruption.
We are, yeah.
And no industry is immune to it.
Not at all.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's an exciting time.
It is.
And I think the most exciting part is that we're just at the beginning of this wave of change, so who knows what's next.
Oh, that's what's so exciting about it.
It is.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot more to discuss.
We do.
So be sure to stay tuned for part 2.
Yes.
Of this deep dive into wellness, nature, and immersive experiences.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it should be fun.
It will be.
All right, we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Yeah, it really feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just about entertainment or leisure anymore.
Right?
This whole immersive experience thing is showing up everywhere.
It is, yeah.
I mean, from education to retail to healthcare.
It is. It's becoming much more pervasive than people realize. I think...
Being an example.
Sure. Well, think about how virtual reality is changing the way students learn.
Okay.
Right? They're creating these interactive and engaging learning environments. Or how about augmented reality?
Yeah.
It lets you try on clothes virtually or see how furniture would look in your living room before you buy it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the lines between the physical and digital worlds are definitely blurring.
They are.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's incredible, but it can also feel a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
How do we even begin to make sense of it all?
Well, I think the key is critical thinking.
Okay.
We need to be discerning about the information we consume and the experiences we choose.
Right.
We can't just jump on every trend.
Absolutely.
We need to ask ourselves, what's truly valuable and what might just be hype.
That's a really good point. So with all this talk about wellness, nature, and immersive experiences, what does it actually mean for us, the listeners?
Right.
Why should we care?
Well, I think for one, it helps us understand the forces that are shaping the world around us.
Okay.
I mean, these trends aren't just superficial.
Right.
They reflect deeper shifts in our values and our priorities and our desires.
So they're kind of giving us a glimpse into the future.
I think so.
Showing us how we might work or play, connect with each other, even take care of ourselves in the years to come.
Exactly. And by understanding these trends, we can make more informed choices about how we want to live our lives.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we can decide how we want to spend our time and money.
Sure.
What kind of future we want to create for ourselves and for our communities.
Okay, so let's take a step back for a minute.
Okay.
And recap some of the key insights from this deep dive so far.
All right.
What are the biggest takeaways for you?
Well, I think for me, the most striking thing is the sheer size and scope of the wellness industry.
Okay.
I mean, this $6.3 trillion market shows just how much people are prioritizing their health and well-being.
It's huge.
It is.
And it's not just about traditional approaches anymore.
Right.
We're seeing this rise of immersive wellness experiences.
We are, yeah.
That blend technology and design and, a more holistic approach to feeling good.
That's right. It's about more than just treating an illness. It's about actively promoting well-being.
Absolutely.
In all aspects of our lives.
And it ties into this growing awareness of our connection to nature.
It does, yeah.
We talked about how spending time in nature has proven benefits
Right.
for our mental, emotional, and physical health.
Mm-hmm.
And while some attempts at, creating immersive nature experiences haven't quite hit the mark,
Yeah, some have struggled.
there are some amazing examples out there, like Team Lab, where art and technology are being used to kind of enhance that connection.
Yeah, to nature,
the natural world,
into urban environments where people may not have
access to the real thing.
Easy access, yeah.
Yeah, and, it makes me think about something you mentioned earlier about, we need to be discerning consumers of these experiences.
Yeah.
So what should we be looking for?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I think it's important to consider the intention behind the experience.
Okay.
Is it simply trying to replicate nature, or is it trying to evoke a certain feeling or emotion?
Interesting.
Does it feel authentic?
Mm-hmm.
Is it designed in a way that feels immersive and engaging, or does it feel kind of gimmicky?
Right.
And ultimately, does it enhance your connection to nature, or does it feel like a substitute for the real thing?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So it's not about replacing nature, but finding ways to connect with it.
Exactly.
On different levels.
On different levels, yeah.
What other trends stand out to you?
Well, I think the evolution of rewards programs is another really fascinating development.
Yeah.
This shift towards experiences as rewards.
Mm-hmm.
I think it reflects our changing values.
Absolutely.
It's not about accumulating stuff anymore.
Right.
It's about collecting memories, creating meaningful moments.
And companies are getting creative with it.
They are.
It's not just a free coffee or a discount coupon.
Right.
It's about that sense of exclusivity.
Yeah.
Giving you access to things you wouldn't normally be able to experience.
Like backstage passes at a concert.
Yeah.
Or a private dinner with a celebrity chef.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're really starting to understand the power of experiences to build loyalty.
Absolutely. And we see that reflected in the major investments being made by companies like Airbnb, the hospitality industry, the casino industry. They're all betting big on immersive experiences as a way to attract and engage consumers.
They're creating these incredible destinations.
They are.
It's a blend of luxury and entertainment and excitement.
Yeah, it's like they're building these entire worlds dedicated to fun and escapism.
Yeah, catering to such a wide range of interests and demographics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But, with all this talk about big companies and flashy experiences, it's easy to forget that we can also create these moments of wonder and connection.
You're absolutely right.
In our own lives.
We don't have to wait for a company to create an experience for it.
Right, exactly.
It can be intentional about seeking out those moments of awe and inspiration in our daily lives.
So maybe that's taking a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Really paying attention to your surroundings.
Absolutely.
Or trying a new creative activity, or just spending quality time with loved ones.
Exactly. It's about being present in the moment and finding those small things that bring us joy.
Yeah.
And connect us to something larger than ourselves.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
This has been such a fascinating conversation.
It has.
We've covered so much ground.
We have.
But I feel like there's still so much more to explore.
Well, there is. There's always more.
So as we look ahead, what's one final thought-provoking question you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Well, with all these advancements in wellness, nature, and immersive experiences, what impact do you think they will have on our lives in the years to come?
That's a great question.
Yeah, how will they shape our relationship with ourselves, with each other, with the world around us?
These are all questions worth pondering.
They are.
As we continue to navigate this exciting and rapidly changing landscape.
Absolutely. It's a fascinating time to be alive.
It is.
Witnessing this convergence of technology and creativity and our desire for meaningful experiences.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like we're on the verge of something big. Like stepping into this future where the lines between the physical and the digital are becoming increasingly blurred.
Yeah, for sure.
It's exciting, but also a little bit daunting.
Yeah, I agree. It raises some important questions about how we design these experiences responsibly and ethically.
That's a great point.
How do we make sure that they're accessible to everyone, that they promote well-being, and that they don't contribute to information overload, or even, digital addiction.
It's like we can't just get swept up in the excitement of new technology without considering the potential downside.
Exactly, yeah. We need to be thoughtful and intentional about how we integrate these new experiences into our lives.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
what are some key things that we want our listeners to take away from this conversation?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that we are living in a time of incredible transformation, driven by this convergence of wellness, nature, and immersive experiences.
Right.
And these trends are, they're reshaping industries. They're changing the way we live.
Absolutely.
They're offering these new possibilities for connection, creativity, personal growth.
It's like we're being invited to reimagine what's possible.
I think so.
Both individually and collectively.
Absolutely.
And we all have a role to play in shaping this future.
I agree.
As consumers, we have the power to choose the experiences that align with our values.
Right.
And, that contribute to our well-being.
That's right. Yeah.
We can support companies that are creating these experiences responsibly, ethically.
Yeah.
We can advocate for policies that promote access and equity.
Yeah, I love that.
In this evolving landscape.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So as we look ahead, what's one final thought-provoking question that you want to leave our listeners with?
Well, with all these advancements in wellness, nature, and immersive experiences, what impact do you think they will have on our lives in the years to come? How will they shape our relationship with ourselves?
Yeah.
With each other, with the world around us?
It's a great question to ponder.
Yeah, lots to think about.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Feel free to share your insights in the comments.
Yeah.
Reach out to us on social media.
We'd love to hear from you.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, until next time, keep exploring.
Quit questioning.
Keep diving deep.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
For another deep dive.
Yeah, this was great.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.